This episode of Techzilla is brought to you by Domain.com.
Juan writes in, "Hi, I love the show. Wonder if you can help me with this. I've been looking for a replacement for my 5.1 speakers. I'm looking for something around $300, but I've noticed most websites recommend 7.1 headsets for gaming instead of speakers. Which should I buy? Sincerely, Juan in Heredia, Costa Rica." And I would like to apologize in advance for the world's worst Spanish pronunciation.
That's okay. I thought it was good. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you very much. There's sort of, if you all you need is speakers. Of course, let me pull that up. There's a name that goes around a lot, and it is Energy, and there it is. Click. The Energy Classic 5.1. They're $400, which is a little bit more than you want to spend, but this is a fantastic set of entry-level speakers. When I say entry-level speakers, they're a great set of surround sound speakers. They're under $400. Occasionally, you can find them for a little bit less than that. There's also some inexpensive stuff on Monoprice, which isn't bad, but I will say, you are the resident expert on headsets now, and a big part of headsets, why people talk about headsets with gaming so often, is a lot of people don't want to wake up the rest of the house at 3 in the morning when they are out destroying things in their favorite first-person shooter. That's
a very good point. You could definitely keep this in check if you have kids at home that you need to sleep very, very early.
Or a spouse.
Or a spouse. You both want to play a video game and not get that crazy feedback if you're both playing in the same room. Hey!
I'm trying to play Bejeweled here!
So get a 7.1 headset, or you could get a 5.1 headset, really, because the clarity and the comfort, the feeling of being in the game doesn't come close with speakers, in my opinion. Yes, there are some really pretty sweet speakers out there that you can get, but if you really want the immersion that you can get with headphones, go with the latter. There are a few options, and this is kind of a touchy subject for some gamers and even some audiophiles out there, to each their own, but here's my opinion. 5.1 and 7.1 headsets offer up a lot of clarity and depth when it comes to gaming. In my experience, they do help with determining if an enemy is around the corner, where he's coming from. And it can help you with your overall gaming experience, especially if you really like FPSs like I do. If you choose to go the way of 5.1 or 7.1, true audio quality headsets, make sure that you also have a 5.1 or a 7.1 surround sound card installed in your PC. Typically, a sound card, a really good one, will be anywhere between $50 and $150, and there's tons to choose from. There are true surround sound headsets and virtual headsets as well.
When you say true versus virtual, are you talking about like virtual being all of the sound comes from 2 speakers and they do psychoacoustics like the Dolby headphone?
Yes, exactly.
Versus actual weird little speakers tucked inside?
That's exactly what true is compared to virtual. Virtual just has a couple of them, and then it kind of changes the volumes depending on the actual.
That's the psychoacoustics part.
Yes, psychoacoustics.
Psychoacoustics. I just like saying
He's
psychoacoustics.
The audiophile.
Well, they basically, right, Dolby, for example, is and audio researchers have spent decades kind of figuring out how you hear and why you're here, and it's kind of a nifty magic trick. They're trying to make, 2-point sources sound like 7.
Yes, they are.
Now, personally, I still think it's much easier to tell if something's coming from the left or the right or behind you or in front of you with real speakers. But the truth is, it works for a lot of people.
It does, and it works with headsets. I've used it myself. I've reviewed several different headsets, and some of these are ones that I've reviewed too. I do prefer true, but those are going to increase the price quite a bit. You can also go with virtual 5.1 or 7.1. Those are going to run you anywhere between $50 to $200 for a good pair. Some of the ones that I picked out today, I have these Corsair Vengeance ones at home, the 1500 USB Dolby 7.1. Dolby, that means that it is virtual 7.1 gaming headsets. I love them. They're super comfortable. They last for a long time, even if you get the wireless version of them, which costs around the same price. They're excellent quality, very clear, and I love that they can give me directional peace of mind whenever I'm playing those games. I also picked out a couple more for you. The Plantronics Gamecom 780s. These cost a little bit less than the Corsairs, but I found that they're not as comfortable as the other ones. So
they're heavy, right?
Yeah, they're a little bit heavy, so I didn't like those for myself. The Logitech G430s also cost around the same price, but I did not like the audio quality in these ones. If you want to go for them, you can. Logitech is a very known brand, so you might get good luck with them. Another one that I really liked is the Sennheiser PC363D High Performance. So you know this name. This is a name that everybody knows. It's a brand quality for audio. So they're a good one if you want to choose them.
Well, I mean,
but they're expensive.
Yeah, well, Sennheiser, right there, they make high-quality headsets. Some of them might sound better, some of them might not.
Yes.
Part of what's really critical about all of these is, there's got a USB jack, it's going in your computer somewhere, and they are doing, in almost all cases, Dolby 7.1 virtual surround sound.
Exactly.
So that's kind of what binds them all together.
That's very true. And I have one other one, the SteelSeries version. SteelSeries has several headsets available with virtual 7.1 surround sound. I've tried the SteelSeries H wireless gaming headset. This one was very expensive, and I felt like the quality was about the same as the Corsairs. So if you want to save some money, go with the Corsairs. Also, if you want to go with true 7.1 surround sound, where they actually have a ton of speakers in both of your ears, you could go with the Razer Tiamats. These are a little bit more expensive too. They're about $100 more at $160, but they are a little bit cheaper than the original price. So hey, yay, save a little bit of money. So I also tried these. I really liked the band on them. They made them very comfortable. The mic was pretty good. The audio quality is excellent. But when I compared these to the Corsairs that I have at home, compared to the Razer Tiamats with the true 7.1, I didn't see that big of a difference.
Right.
So honestly, I would save the money and go with the Corsairs. I'm kind of a Corsair fan.
No, it's good, right? The Astro Gaming is another one that so many people purchase. It's really frustrating because in the world of headphones, a lot of times spending more money does not necessarily get you better audio.
Exactly.
And that's really frustrating.
Yeah, it's very frustrating, especially if you have like a weird shaped head and you want to find something that's comfortable so you can wear it for hours at a time. I have a bunch of options, and it really comes down to how you want to spend that $300 budget. So you could get a budget set of headphones and a really nice desk mic. You could get a top of the line headphones, which usually come with a really good mic, though I have tried a few lemons in my time. Or you could just stick with speakers. I have reviewed and tested all of these except for the Sennheisers, and I gotta say, they all have pretty good reps, so you know, make your choice.
There's just nowhere to go and demo these.
There needs to be a surround sound.
There needs to be an audio store where you can go in and try them all on.
Let's take a moment to thank one of our sponsors. You got the perfect idea for a website? Grab the domain now before somebody else does. And grab it with domain.com. They sponsor TechZilla, and they offer one-stop shopping for all your domain name and web hosting needs. They are awesome. Domain.com's simple search quickly shows you available domain names and web hosting options, making it easy to select the domain extension and hosting plan that's right for you. An easy checkout smooths the process, erases the hassle, and keeps you from saying, "What? How does this work?" And the folks at domain.com are hooking you up. At checkout, use the coupon code TechZilla for 20% off your purchase. That's an amazing offer, and I am using it right now. Well, in a couple minutes, but you get the idea.